Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are watching this. I want to officially welcome you to this program, Building Your Passion, turning your passion into a sustainable income. In this program, like it was said earlier, you are going to learn how to turn your passion, that is what you love, into a stream of income, because the truth about freedom is when you are doing what you love and you're making money from it. Because a lot of persons, they work not because they love what they are doing, but because they just want to make a living. They just want to have income. And that is why a lot of persons struggle. That is why a lot of persons find it hard to be productive and to be happy. You see somebody working, this is not just about the amount of money you earn from what you do. It's not about your salary. It's not about your wages. It's not about how much they pay you at your working place. It's about if you are happy with what you are doing. So when you are doing what you love and you're making money from it, then you're happy, you feel fulfilled, then you'll be able to deliver with your heart. You're doing this with your heart because it is what you love doing. And that is why it is better to do what you love and make money from it than you're just doing what you don't really have interest in, or you find it stressful, or you're not just really interested in it, but you're just doing it for the sake of the money. In that case, you feel stressed, you feel tired, you feel frustrated at the end of the day. And this is the cycle that a lot of persons, this is the prison that a lot of persons have found themselves. And that is why I have come up with this program to ensure that people free themselves from this prison, so that you're not just in a place where you're doing it for the money, but you're doing it not just for the money, but for the passion you have for it. So when you're doing something you love, and you're helping people, people are benefiting from it, and at the same time you are earning from it. There is no other success, there's no other fulfillment that is bigger than that. That is the highest level of fulfillment that any man can ever attain. Doing what you love and helping people, people are benefiting from it, and at the same time you are earning from it. And this is what this program is all about. So once again, I welcome you all, and I want you to really put your mind into this program. I want you to do it with all your heart. I don't want you to follow it passively just for doing sake. Don't say this program is free and because of that you're just doing it passively. You know when task has given, do the task, complete the task. If I give assignments, attempt them. Make sure you follow this program wholeheartedly. Don't take advantage of the fact that it is free, then you just follow it passively, because there is a saying that knowledge is power, but I say applied knowledge is power. Because if you get the knowledge, if you obtain the knowledge, and if you don't apply it, then it doesn't work. It will not make any difference. It will just be there. So when you get the knowledge, you also apply it, work, put in the work, and that is where there will be change. So probably maybe over time you have been struggling, you have been trying to make ends meet, and you've been trying to make a sustainable living for yourself. But probably because you keep doing the same thing. If you keep doing the same thing, you can't expect the same results. But now I want you to do something different. This is something different. This is a new step. And when you take this new step, you're going to discover that new results are going to be coming in. So I want you to follow this program actively. I want you to put in the work, ensure that you do everything that is being instructed, and you will definitely see results at the end of the day. So once again, I want to officially welcome you to Dream Build Hand, turning your passion into a profitable and thriving online business. So what we'll be looking in today first is the mindset shifts. Because the truth is that before you do anything at all in life, you have to everything a man does in life, comes from the mind. Before you do anything at all, you must have thought about it in your mind. And that is why the Bible said, guide your heart with all diligence. From out of it comes all issues of life. Sorry that I'm quoting the Bible, but I just want to portray a point that if you are if you want to attain anything in life, if there is anything you want to achieve, the thought comes from the mind. Before you do anything, before you say anything at all, you must have thought about it in your mind first. So you must have completed the task in your mind. If you are going somewhere, you must have thought about it in your mind. If you are going to achieve anything in life, you must have thought about it in your mind. So the mind is the core of everything. So if your mind is not in the right state, then there is no way you will be able to go through this thing. So the first thing I would want to do in this program is position your mind to be ready for this journey. Because if your mind is not ready, then there is no way you can follow it. In fact, you might not even really understand it. So I'm going to be repositioning your mind first. Shift your mind from whatever you think you know to what you need to know for you to be able to execute the task that will be given to you, for you to be able to follow this journey effectively, and for you to be able to get results. So I'm going to shift your mind first. So online business core shifts. The internet and mobile technology fundamentally shifted commerce, enabling global reach and personalized experience. Data analytics and AI further optimize operations, driving unprecedented growth. All those ones are English. What they are trying to say is that the way you know, the word you know before, the way business are being done before, has now shifted. In fact, with the way the world is going now, it's going to get to a point where you will barely see shops or stores being opened. Everything would be literally done online. In fact, the people are now beginning to sell as low as vegetables, pepper, all these soup things, ingredients. They're beginning to sell this online. All you just have to do is go to their website and order what you want, and it will be delivered to your doorstep. That is if you don't want to go fresh vegetables, if you don't want to start going to the market. So the world is evolving, and if you don't key into what is going on in this present age, you are going to be left behind. So that is why in this present age, whatever you want to do, whatever business you want to do, whether it is a physical business, a digital business, or a service-based business, digital business are information businesses, or what the businesses you offer to people online, that there is not, it doesn't involve you offering a physical product. That is a digital business. Then the physical businesses are the ones that involves you giving a physical product. Maybe you are selling shoes, clothes, or whatever. All those are physical products. Then service based, maybe you are a doctor, you are a lawyer, you are an accountant. All those ones are service based. You are serving someone. So whatever business you are doing now, if you are not taking that business to the online space, then you'll be left behind, because the truth is that everybody now is going on. In fact, everybody is online. Everybody is constantly on their phones. Gone are the days when people interact physically one on one. But we are in the age now where people are stuck to their phones. They are constantly pressing their phones. So your ideal customers, your ideal audience now are on the internet. And that is where you can easily catch them. And that is why you have to take whatever you think you want to do in life as a business, as a means of income for yourself. You have to take it to the online space, because that is where you are going to find enough people that are going to be your potential clients or potential customers. So that is what this is. So you have to take your mind away from building a business where you have to go and establish a physical store. Establishing a physical store is okay, but then that is maybe if you are having in fact, people now even do business, sell physical products, even from their rooms. Their rooms is their shop, physical shop. But they have an online store where people will place orders and they will just do delivery to them. I don't know if you get. So, but the truth is that you just have to take your mind away from anything. Just understand that the online space now is where you can really thrive if you want to excel in this age. That is first. So, what we're going to be looking at in this lesson, because of time, number one is the online business transformation, entrepreneur, entrepreneurial mindset, purpose driven ventures, sustaining drive, and your journey. So the digital gold mine, the future of business, the digital economy represents a transformative force enabling unprecedented wealth creation through innovative online business models. Platforms like Amazon, Google, and Meta exemplify how digital strategies leverage data and connectivity to generate immense value. Now, this thing is mentioning, we have different platforms now where people go utilize to advertise, to reach out to people, to just make their online presence. That's what this is talking about. So the digital environment, the online environment now is just like what I said, is what you need to do, is what you need to utilize. You have to leverage this now to reach out to people and make yourself known, make your business known, to let people know what you are doing. So now a lot of us, we are doing what we are doing is, we are just looking for jobs. We need people to employ us. We need people to, you just want somebody who can employ you so that they'll be paying you maybe on weekly or on monthly basis. That is an employee mindset. I've come to understand that people who are wealthy in this our world, people who are the big men, who have made wealth, who are successful in whatever they do, they are not employees. These are people who created their own businesses. No matter how much you are being paid in whatever you are employed, the truth is that you are just like a slave. I want you to understand it, because you must dance to the tune of that organization. Whatever they put in place as their rules and regulations is what you follow. You must have to come to work by so time. You have to do this by day like this. You have to do that like that. If you do not follow the companies or the organization's rules and regulations, you get penalized. So you do not really have your own freedom. You do not really have your own time. You don't have yourself. Whatever you are doing, you are contributing to the success of that organization, not yourself. The only thing you might be getting from it is just experience. But as long as you're working for that organization, you're just an employee. Employee mindset focuses on stability, following established protocols, and optimizing within defined roles. So whatever you are doing, you are restricted. You are confined to a particular protocol. Six consistent remuneration and career progression with a structure. You are following a particular structure, not your own. That is an employee. So being an employee does not really take you anywhere. It does not really take you far. So I need you to take your mindset away from an employee. You can be your own boss. You can be an entrepreneur. So the entrepreneur mindset now embraces risks, identify opportunities, and create new values and systems driven by innovation, autonomy, and potential for scalable impact. Now, as an entrepreneur, a lot of us, we are scared. We are scared to take risk. I was working in an organization where a lot of people are scared to leave. They'll be like, if I should leave this one, now what will I be doing? You know, when I look at people like that, I say, oh God, these people are still very far away. A lot of people are scared that if I should leave this one out, what will I be doing? Whereas there are opportunities, it is just the ability for you to be able to recognize opportunities and build those opportunities, build a life, build something from those opportunities. And this is what this lesson, at the end of this program, your mind is going to be reframed in such a way that you'll be able to, when you see an opportunity, you'll be able to grab it and turn that opportunity into something that will be able to, build an income for you. You will see opportunity. In fact, you will see profit with every opportunity that comes. So you'll be able to, utilize and turn every opportunity into something that will benefit you. That is what this program is about. The creator versus consumer output focus. You know, if you some people that join through my advert, I said something in the advert that all the time, we buy data, we go through our phones, go through the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and watch people content, consume contents, watch comedies, laugh. Then the data would get exhausted. Then you start looking for money. You sub another one. Then you burn it again. We keep consuming. Whereas you can also be a creator. Now, I am not trying to say you must be a content creator. No, that is not what I'm talking about. But whatever you experience you have, in fact, whatever you know how to do, whatever passion, whatever thing you have passion for, that could be your own focal point. That can be your own point of that you will focus on and build something from it. The idea is that you are leveraging the online space to build something. And by the time you position yourself as a creator, no longer as a consumer, you will discover that you self you start having audience. You start having people that believe in you, people that also follow you, people that will start burning their own data to follow you also. And before you know, you start earning from there. So you have to start reframing your mind from this thing. Seeing what could be. That is the mindset of a creator, the mindset of an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs possess the unique ability to perceive unmet needs and inefficiencies as opportunities. They envision novel solutions, transforming existing realities into future innovations. This foresight drives market disruption and value creation. As an entrepreneur, you would have the ability to see a problem like this. I think people might this thing is not right. I think I might have a solution for this thing. Then out of what you have passion for, you will be able to relate that problem to your own passion and be able to create a solution out of it. So in that situation, you are solving a problem with what you love doing and earning from it at the same time. So this thing is a three: what you love, what you love doing, the problem, and your solution. So by the time you merge these three together, you have a profitable income and you are happy making money. So that is what this program is all about. Overcoming fixed mindset, recognize triggers, embrace growth language, seek constructive feedback. That is to recognize triggers. That is you'll be able to identify situations where challenges evoke feeling of inadequacies or failure. You'll be able to know that in this situation there's something wrong here. I think I can be able to fix it. You'll be able to see things. You'll be able to recognize where you can actually come in with your passion and create a solution. Confidence through action. A lot of people, the truth is that we are scared to start. Where will I start from? Some of us have ideas, but we don't know how to actually go about it. Where do I even start from? How do I even start? Initiating venture build practical skills, reducing self-doubt. That is, you just have to start. Just have to start from where you are. When a lot of us, when we hear online, doing something online, we are overwhelmed with the technicality. We feel like it's a big thing. I'm not good with tech. I'm not a tech person. I don't know how to do this. I don't like the technicality of the whole thing. I don't know how to do about it. But the truth is that this thing is just very simple. And I'll be breaking them down step by step in this video. I'll be breaking them down step by step. So you don't have to you don't have to overwhelm yourself. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. Just calm down and follow me step by step. Follow me step by step, and you are going to get value at the end of the day. So you just have to start. Believe in yourself that this is something I can do. And you just have to follow lead. You don't have to figure it out all by yourself. You don't need to start figuring out how do I go about it. You have someone who can actually lead you. So all you just have to do is follow the footsteps of the person who knows how to do it and just do it step by just a step at a time. He said the journey of 1,000 miles begin with just a single step. So you just have to take it step by step. So your why, that is the purpose driven business. You know, the truth about this thing is that you don't have to sit. I want you to do something now. I want you to sit down and think about it. Why do you want what you want? Everybody, if I should ask the question that, what do you want? What do you really want in life? What do you really want? Everybody will be quick to say, I want to be successful. I want to have money. I want to build house. I want to buy a car. I want to do this. I want to do that. A lot of us, but I want you to really sit back and think about it. What do you really want? What do you really want? I want you to think deeply about it. What do you really want? That is question number one. Then if you figure out what you really want in life, then the question is, why do you want that thing? Now the truth is that everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to have money and just be successful and be comfortable. That is just the general truth. But the real question is now, why do you want that thing? Why? Why? So if you do not have a strong why, if you do not have a very, very strong why for why do you really want that thing? If you don't have that strong why for what you really want, it will get to a point that you easily give up. Because the truth is that the road to success is not easy. In fact, a lot of times you will face a lot of challenges, you will face rejections, you will face failures upon failures. So if your why is not strong, you will get easily discouraged. Probably you try once, twice, three times and it's not working. You just, I beg, this thing is not for me. I beg, I don't try this one before, it won't work. I beg, you just give up. So if you do not have a strong why, it will be very difficult for you to, it will be very difficult for you to continue even when you fail. For me, let me open up to you. My why is my family. I want my family, I don't want a situation where my family, my wife, my kids want something and I'm not able to provide for them. I want to give my family the best life. I want to give my family the best kind of life, more than they can ever imagine. So each time I see them, they are just like a reminder that these people are the reason why I'm doing what they are the reason I'm doing what they are my why. So when I remember that, then giving up is not an option. I don't even think about it. I will just keep pushing. Even if I fail, I will try again. I will strategize and try again. So you have to have a strong why for what you're doing. So if your why is not very strong enough, then you give up, because that your why is what will keep driving you, is what will keep driving you to push towards success. Even when you organize this business, when you start it and you begin to build this business step by step by step, block by block, layer by layer, and even if the times when you fail, the times when things didn't go the way you expect, you will not giving up will not be an option. It will not be an option, because you know that you just have to do it. You have to keep pushing no matter what. So it is not going to be that hard, because I'm going to show you proven steps, walking step, but you just have to follow me step by step. And if you can execute these things the way I will be analyzing for you in this program, it will definitely work for you. So follow me one step at a time. So testing, coming up when you're trying to build something, especially when it comes to online space like this, probably you might have options, different options. Maybe you have an idea, you have different ideas on what you want to do. So it is just about you just have to test this, test that, and know which one really works for you, know which one really goes well for you. So that it's just like a scientific, when scientists work, when scientists are working in the lab, they carry out different tests, different theories, and at the end of the day, they will come up with a particular theory after different tests and what do we call this thing? Hypothesis. So emotional power of purpose. Like I said, a strong why fuels intrinsic motivation and resilience. When your why is very strong, it will be your fuel, it will be what is driving you all the time. It fosters deeper employee engagement and customer loyalty, transcending pure financial drivers. So your why is very, very important. Even when you are establishing a business, why am I establishing business? What is the purpose for me establishing this business? You have to have a why, you have to have a purpose for it, so that it will be, every company, they have visions and they have missions, they have objectives. So that is the why behind their business. So if you are building your own business, you must have your own vision, what you are visualizing that business to be, what you want that business to do, and the mission, what objectives, what aim, what is the why are you coming up with this business, why are you establishing this business? So all these things is what we'll be looking at subsequently in this course. So like I said, motivation and growth mindset. A growth mindset fueled by continuous improvement and constructive feedback is critical for sustaining entrepreneurial drive and adaptability. So you just have to envision, this is not just about now. It's not just about now. If you see the online space now, the online space is filled with people who are just looking for fame. People are just looking for followers. They just want people. If you somebody told me something. I think few weeks back, and she was like, I keep posting online, and I don't even get views. I don't get likes." And I laughed. I just laughed and I said, "I don't post for views and likes. I post to build authority." This thing is one of the things we are going to examine subsequently in this program. What we are doing here, we are not trying to get followers. You don't need followers for you to make it in the online space. You don't need followers. You don't need plenty likes. You need all those things. They are just additions. There are platforms that pays you when you have followers. Platforms like YouTube and Instagram, I think, or the Facebook. They pay you for engagements, followers, likes, comments, and all those things. Those ones are just additions, and those things fade with time. Because let's say, for instance, now you have millions of followers, maybe on YouTube or on Instagram, and they have been paying you, and maybe one day something just happened. Maybe your account gets hacked, or you just lose that account. What happens then? All those followers, everything gone. So what are you going to do in that situation? You can see, and that is why you see that a lot of celebrities, they come, and when they face the test of time, they will just fade away. You no longer hear about them. Before you know, this one will come, then you hear it, you will just blow for a while, and after sometimes the person will just fade away. You don't hear about them anymore. So what happens to those people? Those are just surface success. So that's not what we are doing here. We want to build something that even when you are not physically online present, but there is authority. We are here. We want to build a brand. We want to build something solid. So I told that person that I'm not posting for views and likes. I'm posting to have authority, to build something, so that when people identify with your authority, there is not when they identify with your brand. Well, even when they just hear the name, they know you already. Think of people like Dangote, think of people like Coca-Cola, think of people like Nike, all those brands, those are brands. They don't need to be online. How many times do you see Dangote online? Or how many times do you see him advertising himself or throwing one video or whatever online? He already built his brand that people know him. Coca-Cola and the rest of them, they already built their brands, and that is what we are here to do. So what we are doing here is not just what you are going to you expect that in the next 1 month, or in the next 2 months, yes, you start earning millions. It can happen though, but that is not the main objective here. The main objective here is for you to build something that will be long lasting. We are going to grow something gradually that is going to be long lasting, so that by the time you build yourself to a certain position, people will now know you. So even if you are not online, but you are already everywhere, you've established authority, so that people can easily resonate. People can you can you're going to connect with people. You're going to build trust. You're going to build relationships, so that when people hear your brand, they will know that, oh yes. So for them to by that time, you've already positioned yourself in such a way that even if it is rubbish you want to offer, people will be willing. They will be begging to pay you for it. They will be begging to pay you for it because they already know that, oh yes. And that is what we are going to be doing in this program. So considering the digital gold mine, what entrepreneurial ventures would pursue and what mindset shifts are crucial for navigating its dynamic escape. So in conclusion, this video is getting so long. Embrace the entrepreneur mindset. Forget about the employee mindset now. Find your why. That is very, very important. Find your why for purpose driven businesses. For you to be able to actually thrive in this business, you must find your why. Know the purpose, why you really want to do, why you want to achieve what you want to achieve. Then cultivate a growth mindset and persistence. Know that we are not looking for get rich quick. And this program is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a get rich quick program. It's something that will take time, will take steps, will take, you have to put in the work day in, day out for you to be able to live. Rome is not built in a day. Success is not built overnight, except if it's just a surface success. So you don't want that. You want something that will be long lasting for you, that even when you're gone, your generation can keep benefiting from. So action builds confidence and learning. So like I said, in this program, make sure that you learn. Make sure that as you're learning, you are putting in the work. Take actions. When you're asked to do something, do it. Now in this program, I already gave a task. I already gave a task that think about what you want and think about why you really want that thing. I want you to do that. I'm not going to ask you to tell me. I'm not going to ask you to submit that. But I'm just going to ask you, just do it on your own. Really take your time. Even when it's in the night, when your head is calm, or maybe when you just wake up in the morning, just do it. Think deeply. Why do you really want what you want? Why? Get that. When you get that why, when you get that drive, it will keep driving you even when it feels as though things are not moving forward. Because of that why, you will never give up. But if you don't have a strong why, when things are not going too well, you will definitely give up. I beg. And as long as you give up, you're not doing yourself any good. You still remain there. So that's why they say that winners are not quitters, because quitters never win. So if you're going to win, you will never quit. So for you not to quit, you have to have a strong why. So if you have watched this video to this point, I want you to hit a fire emoji and drop your comments in your takeaway from this course, the value. If you have gotten value from this course, I want you to type in the comment section that this is what I take from this course. This is what I learned from this particular lesson, and I'm going to like and follow up on it. So you're very welcome. I will see you in the next lesson.